All right, hey guys, Coach Chris. Doing the first Ironman back after the pandemic, and the first one in North America, Ironman Tulsa. So jumping in the deep end after a long break. I wanted to point out a couple things that might be different. They might want to think about as you're doing Ironmans this year. Every race might be different, but a couple things to expect. At Packet Pickup, they have these little pens they give you. Everyone gets one, so you're not sharing pens. So you twist it to get the pen out, but it also has a little touchscreen tip. So for signing waivers or anything else they have on touchpads, you can use that end. So that's what that is for. A couple other tips I want to give you. They may not have sunscreen aids throughout the course in transition or at aid stations. So one thing to think about in your gear bags is packing them with a little sunscreen in each packet. So use those. Another couple quick tips I have on your actual gear bags. You put your number, they give you stickers, but I like to put a number on the other side as well. So I've got that, and I write my name on them, and I also put 4 stars on them so that they're easy to see from a distance. Some people put a little different colored duct tape, but that's a great tip for making your bags easier to see from a distance, and in case they get mixed up or you forget your number, it's easy to spot your own bag. I also put everything in giant Ziploc bags. So if your transition area is outdoors, you can get these giant Ziploc bags and put all your gear in them. So even before you leave for race day, maybe even a week or two before as you're doing your final race prep workouts, pack all your gear like you would on race day. This is helpful not just for organization, but also in case your transition area is outdoors and it rains, you don't want your stuff getting wet. So having it in a sealed Ziploc bag inside of the race bags really, really helps, especially if you might have a wet race. So those are some quick tips. The other thing that's good to do is get organized in the actual bags that they give you on race day. So you might actually have 5, sometimes I have actually 6 bags. I put a lot of stuff in the morning clothes, so I actually organize my own little bag of what I'm gonna put on in the morning when I get out of bed, including my timing chip, ready to go, my tri-kit. I have some shoes that I'm gonna wear walking to the race, and also for after the race when I wanna get out of my marathon shoes and have a nice comfy pair of shoes to put on. So heart rate monitor, timing chip, I have a poncho in there in case it rains. Sometimes I'll have an extra jacket, a couple layers in there. I'll use the race event bag to put everything in. And then you'll also have your wetsuit potentially, and that might be a separate bag, but typically any wetsuit items you have, swim cap, body glide, suit juice, anything you use, snacks, drinks, water bottles for pre-race, all of that goes in generally this bag. I put it in my backpack, and then when I hand it to the race, I just take my backpack, put it in this bag, give it to them, and it's got everything in it nice and organized. And then bike gear bag, try to keep it simple. The big change this year is that there are no longer any changing tents, so it's like a regular triathlon. So you want to think about how you're going to handle that. They will let you change discreetly at your bike. So if you put like a towel around your waist, and there's some good towels that just attach, like changing towels. You can also change in the porta potties, but odds are a lot of people might be doing that, so the porta potties might not be available. Something else to think about. And then I put just socks. I'll have my helmet and cycling shoes in here as well. I just have those somewhere else right now. And then sunglasses. And then chamois cream, and I put sunscreen in here so I can just do my sunscreen on by myself at my bike, don't have to run around anywhere else. And then run gear bag, pretty simple, shoes and socks, and then everything else, this is a great tip, put it in a giant Ziploc bag, everything you need. Your race belt, your race number, any drink, extra sunscreen again, I have lip balm, a gel packet, and I just grab this and go. So as soon as I get off my bike, change my shoes, and I go. So I'm grabbing this and I'm doing everything as I'm moving, as I'm walking, even out onto the first mile of the run course. And that can save you minutes of time just by doing that little trick. So think about doing that to save some time in your T2. Bike special needs, run special needs, sometimes I don't even use these, but this year I'm adding in sunscreen on each of them, just in case I don't get sunscreen in on the bike out. And I'm stopping at special needs, I can get some on there. I'm also putting my own water bottles in there in case I'm not getting as much or stopping at as many aid stations. Something salty, something sweet, and some peanut butter jelly bites, those are delicious. And then on run special needs, Same thing, sunscreen again. And a gel packet, something salty, something sweet, chips. I put salt sticks. I have a little energy drink and even like a meal replacement shake if I'm feeling exhausted. So that's kind of my setup. Hopefully it gives you a tip or two, and that'll help you on your race. So good luck, gang.